Today, let's step into Ford's Theater on April 14, 1865. President Abraham Lincoln has come to enjoy the play Our American Cousin, but in the shadows, an actor plots a scene far darker than anything on stage. His name is John Wilkes Booth. When Booth fires his pistol into the back of Lincoln's head, the theater erupts in chaos. And as he leapt onto the stage, breaking his leg on the landing, he did not remain silent. Rather, he chose a Latin phrase, sic semper tyrannis, thus always to tyrants. Where did those words come from? They were not invented in the fever of a moment. They were chosen, deliberate. They're the official state motto of Virginia. On the sill, we see Virtue dressed in Roman armor, and at her feet lies a fallen monarch in purple robes, the color of emperors. His crown is cast aside, and Virtue holds her spear calm and resolute, while the words circle beneath her feet, thus always to tyrants. Let's rewind almost a century before Booth and Lincoln. Why did Virginia choose sic semper tyrannis in the first place? In 1776, the year America declared independence, Virginia adopted this Latin phrase as its new state seal. The design came from George Wythe, a classical scholar and signer of the Declaration of Independence. The message could not be clearer. Kings fall, tyrants are brought low, and liberty triumphs. When Virginians placed those words, sic semper tyrannis, around their seal, they were making a bold announcement to the world. We will never bow to a tyrant again. So when Booth cried out those same words in 1865, he was not only quoting Rome, he was invoking Virginia's own revolutionary spirit, a motto that had already been carried on and in the hearts of Virginians for 90 years. So we're going to pause here for a quick Latin lesson. The phrase itself, like all Latin mottos and phrases, is short but powerful. Sic means thus, or in this way. Semper means always. And tyrannis, to tyrants. We are literally saying thus always to tyrants. Well, one, we have eyewitness accounts. For one, actor Harry Hawk was the only man on stage at that moment, and he testified that Wilkes did indeed shout sic semper tyrannis as he came down onto the stage brandishing a knife. Another eyewitness account was Major Henry Rathbone, who struggled with Booth that night in the presidential box. He recalled, "I heard Booth shout in a loud voice, sic semper tyrannis." And even the press, specifically the New York Herald, the next day reported the assassin shouted the words, sic semper tyrannis, as he strode across the stage. And why Latin? Because Booth saw himself as Brutus killing Caesar for the sake of the Republic. Booth himself writes that he shouted sic semper tyrannis. But the world did not see a Brutus in the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. They saw a murderer. He was hunted down, cornered, and killed within just 2 weeks of the assassination. The Latin phrase, however, outlived him. Sic semper tyrannis still shines today as it had in 1776 on Virginia's state still reminding us of a truth older than Booth, older than America, that tyranny does not stand. I'm the Latin language lady. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you next time.